Hello and welcome into Talk of the Town. My name is Rich Reynolds and I am not a millennial. And that's really important actually because as not being a millennial, I'm not too good with computers. And that's what we're going to talk about here on our first segment on the show today as we bring in Luke Peterson, who is joining us from Midwest Computers. Good morning.
Morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, good. Thanks for coming on in. Let's talk a little bit about computers. Things must be going well. You just expanded to a second location, huh?
Yeah, we actually just took ownership of Duncan's Phone Lab, formerly JCD Repair Madison. We're going to be renaming it to Midwest Phone Lab. It's allowing us to get while you wait cell phone repairs done, which is one of the things we noticed a lot of people didn't want to have to be without their phones for more than a day, more than a couple hours even. It'll also provide a drop-off pickup location for people for their computers.
Okay, so that's pretty interesting. Besides like computer repairs then, you also do phones, tablets,
Yep.
I'm guessing too?
Yeah, I mean, we work on PCs, Macs, Linux machines, VPNs, hardware firewalls, pretty much anything you can think of. We've done a few televisions even. I had one customer bring in a piece of equipment off of his tractor that had been damaged from the driver not watching where he was going. Was able to do some trace repairs, saved him replacing a couple $1,000 sensor that he had to have for the tractor to operate.
Okay, so basically, I'm not sure what all of those things are, but it seems like if it has a screen, you can pretty much fix it.
Yeah, screen or circuits, we can take a look.
Okay. Now, I have a wireless printer, and I still though haven't, plugged it in with the cables. That's something that you'd be able to help with, or to make me figure out how to get rid of the cable and go to a wireless printer?
Yeah, pretty much anything where you need a technician to come on site, we do that. We do on-site, in-store, even remote, where the technician can remote into your computer without you having to bring it in or the technician having to come out. We do residential, commercial, pretty much anything you need.
So what's the biggest difference in between doing residential and commercial service?
For us, there's really not a huge difference. A lot of companies tend to try and mark you up more because you own a business. We don't believe in that. We have a flat rate pricing for everybody, whether it's a residential, commercial, gets you the most value for your money. We also offer preventive maintenance services for our commercial clients, which is a much lower cost alternative than hiring your own IT staff or like having to have somebody fully committed to taking care of your IT. We do that for you on a monthly basis, and it can include on-sites, remote service. There's different levels that we can set you up with.
I'm guessing with all the things that are out there now technology-wise that there's a lot of companies maybe that are like you or do what you do. So, basically what would separate you then from your competition?
I mean, we're a local business, so we tend to provide a much more personal touch. We develop a relationship with our customers. We know them a lot better than some of the commercial places. Actually, when I was looking for my job before I got this job working with Midwest Computers, I tried applying at one of those best box stores. Asked about applying for the Nerd Squad, and they basically told me, oh, we don't hire actual technicians. We only recruit from our sales team.
Oh, really? Okay.
So they don't apparently want technicians working for them. They just want kids
geeky salespeople.
Kids that were selling computers before.
Yeah, I guess so.
Pushing warranties.
Yeah. So how did you actually get into this field? What got you going into the computer field?
When I was a kid, my dad worked for the state. He brought home a bunch of the broken laptops, computers, things from the state that they were throwing out and getting rid of. I assembled my first kind of Frankenstein machine, I called it, when I was about 11 years old. And since then, it's just been tinkering, playing with electronics, all kinds of stuff. I've got a number of certifications that more or less prove what I've learned. I've got some college, but that's more for business and management. So.
Yeah, I always wondered how much of that is actually important. I mean, the doctors put all the diplomas up on the wall.
Yeah.
Is it important to have all of that kind of stuff or just know what you know?
The biggest thing is experience. But, I mean, it's good to have the certifications. That way people know that you can back up what you say you know.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's got to be fierce competition. What's one of the weirdest things that you've repaired, the funniest ones?
Number of things. I mean, we've had, the tractor would probably be by far the most unusual. We've had stereo receivers in, old Atari game systems, all kinds of stuff.
Mine still works, by the way. I got an Atari 2600 hooked up, and it's working just fine. So, Luke, thanks for joining us here on Talk of the Town. We got more straight ahead as you're watching Talk of the Town right here on CW57.